Item 10B, adopt a resolution authorizing the city manager to execute a construction contract with D&D Pipelines, Inc. for the Spyglass Drive and Marion Drive water main improvements and replacement project in the amount of $385,600 with a construction contingency of $57,840 and appropriating $41,000 in water capital funds to the project.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and member of the council. On behalf of Public Services, I'll be presenting to you this project. The project simply consists of removing and replacing deteriorating water main pipe along Spyglass Drive and Marion Drive. The project was identified in the water master plan as a replacement priority. Back in 2010, the city completed a water main failure corrosion evaluation. That report concluded that the corrosiveness of the soil condition surrounding the ductile iron pipe right now we have for the water main has led to premature corrosion and water leaks. Back on July 23rd, 2013, last year, the City Council adopted a resolution authorizing the city manager to execute a professional service contract with Hydro Science to provide professional services design for us on the subject matter. So staff and the Hydro Science engineers worked together and completed the plans, specs, and the cost estimate for the project. The project was advertised in accordance to the state contract code. Notices were sent to 49 contractors and 7 advertising centers. The bids were received and opened publicly. We received a total of 3 bids. And one thing noticeable about those 3, they all came higher than the engineer's estimate, ranging between 28.5% and 62%. Now, that was kind of triggered that staff to do more homework. So what we did is we looked at our estimate. The estimate that we have was based on the existing available bid construction unit prices that we have been experiencing in the past few years. Now, as everybody knows, for the past few years, we were in recession. People bid lower. Now, with the economy coming back and recovering, I guess the contractors are raising their prices. So that's it from one perspective. So we check the market. Today's prices is about 25% higher than what it used to be about a few months ago. The other thing I share with you, I have talked to a senior engineer in nearby city, and they received for a similar project, but at a larger scale, multi-million, with few alternatives. Out of all the combination, the lowest bid they received was 66% higher. And the highest is about more than double on a multi-million dollars. So the 28, I think, in my opinion, staff believe that it is justified. Okay. The lowest bidder was D&D Pipelines. Their bid came for $385,000 and $385,600. Now, we checked the submitted bid, all checked through references. They have the right contract for license to perform such work. The references spoke highly of them. They have been doing, this is their first time they do something in San Bruno. Most of their work in the North Bay and Sunnyvale area. So we're recommending the approval of it. Now, with that, having said that, the construction phase, we estimate it to cost about $501,000. We have currently available, budgeted in the project about $460,000. So there is a difference of $41,000, which should be enough, sufficient enough to fund the construction phase. Now, the council has options. Do not move forward with the project. The second one is reject all bids and direct the staff to re-advertise the project. That said, tonight, we are staff requesting the city council to adopt a resolution authorizing the city manager to execute a construction contract of $385,600 with a construction contingency of 15%, which is the amount of $57,840, and appropriating $41,000 in water capital funds to the project. With that, I'll be delighted to answer any question.
Any questions from staff? Ken?
So just to clarify, the engineer's estimate is based on past available unit costs, and so now you found out that there are, so you've corrected those unit costs.
Yes.
Is this the first project that it's pretty much has, surprised you on, on the bid outcome?
Yes. In the past few years, but we have seen something.
Seen a trend?
Below even the engineer's estimate. So to have it above but it was noticeable only two items. The difference between the engineer's estimate and the bid. Those two items, the differential between those two is the engineer's estimate about $30,000, and their number came about $140,000. And so it is. I mean, we look at the economy, the property has risen, construction.
I'm convinced as long as you've done the research
Oh,
and
yes.
looked at, what the current trends are and what the current costs, unit costs have been coming out at.
Nader responded correctly. This was the first project which the department saw this increase. Unfortunately, already saw the next increase for our second project for the test well for well 15, which the bid just came in 2 days ago. That came much higher also. But this is the trend around us.
Okay. Any other questions? Action by the council?
Oops. I'll introduce the resolution.
Thank you.
Councilmember O'Connell.
Aye.
Councilmember Salazar. Councilmember Ibera.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Medina.
Aye.
Mayor Ruane.
Aye.